When it comes to the need for speed, some tennis players are practically on a rocket-fueled sugar rush. Because even a single blink of an eye can make you miss the ball when they serve. We're talking bullet speed here, because the speed at which these guys can make the ball move is absolutely insane. Number 10. Taylor Dent. And starting out at number 10 is this guy, Taylor Dent. Taylor might look like your friendly next-door neighbor right now, but back when this guy was still a pro, he was a beast on the court. This guy's serves were so powerful that they could give a Formula 1 car a run for its money. A good example of this was back in 2006, during the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament. It was here that Taylor unleashed a serve that clocked in at a mind-boggling 241 kilometers per hour. As crazy as that sounds, that isn't the most impressive part. Taylor was 42 years old at the time. Yep, you heard that right, 42. It's like the guy had discovered the fountain of youth, but instead of sipping from it, he decided to launch tennis balls at warp speed. Taylor started his tournament by taking down Czech player Tomáš Berdych in the first round. But then, well, things got a tad more challenging. The 42-year-old dynamo was forced to retire against Krzysztof Rochus after a nail-biting tiebreaker in the first set. But that doesn't matter, because we're only concerned about how fast this guy can make the ball move. And Dent's thundering serve was a force of nature to behold. Number 9. Oskar Otta and Hubert Hurkacz. Coming in at number 9 is German sensation Oskar Otta and the Polish powerhouse Hubert Hurkacz. Our joint 9th place speed demons on this electrifying list. Because these guys serve up rockets faster than a caffeinated Usain Bolt chasing a lightning bolt. It's like they both harnessed the power of the tennis gods to fire up serves that hit an astounding 243 kilometers per hour. Oskar unleashed his personal best speed demon serve against Matteo Berrettini in the 4th round of the 2021 US Open Championships. Hubert Hurkacz, on the other hand, decided to serve up his missile at the 2016 Davis Cup while waving the Polish flag high. Talk about a national hero. Number 8. Marius Copil. Marius Copil earns the 8th spot on our list. And of course, that's thanks to his lightning-fast serve during his match against David Goffin at the European Open back in 2016. This guy serves so fast that even the radar gun does a double take. At the 2016 European Open, Marius unleashed a serve that was basically a missile with a tennis ball attached, hurtling at an astonishing 244 kilometers per hour. Sadly, Copil's sensational run came to an end in that match. But hey, his serve, folks, continued to be a weapon of mass destruction throughout his career. Number 7. Feliciano Lopez and Joachim Johansson. Just like Oskar and Hubert, Feliciano Lopez and Joachim Johansson are sharing the 7th spot on our list today. These guys cranked up their serves to a jaw-dropping 244.6 kilometers per hour. Lopez etched his name into the record books during the first round of the Aegean Championships. He even danced his way to the finals. But alas, the Bulgarian maestro Grigor Dimitrov rained on his parade. In a thrilling 3-set match, Dimitrov emerged victorious, leaving Lopez with a trophy-shaped void in his heart. Now, let's not forget about Joachim Johansson, who decided to unleash his tennis fury at the 2004 Davis Cup, representing Sweden alongside his partner in crime, Jonas Björkman. Together, they delivered a serving masterclass that helped Sweden snatch a 2-1 lead against the defending champions, Australia. It was like the tennis version of a Swedish Viking raid, and they sure made their mark. Next on our list, we've got this Australian serving sensation who's got a cannonball for an arm. Number 6. Chris Guccione. Chris Guccione showcased his immense serving capabilities with a speed of 248 kilometers per hour, or 154.1 mph. The 37-year-old clocked the impressive serve while representing his country against Switzerland at the 2006 Davis Cup. During the tournament, Guccione was proudly wearing the Aussie colors on his back as he faced off against Switzerland. And boy did he show them who's boss. With that lightning bolt serve, the Australian bagged a stellar 3 wins out of 4 matches, and successfully carried his country on his back like a true tennis warrior. Now, if we're being honest, when you couple his destructive serve with his gigantic frame, it's not difficult to see why Chris is a terror on the court. Number 5. Andy Rodic. Now, if we're being real, this list would be absolutely incomplete without former world number 1 American tennis star Andy Rodic. Because his powerhouse serve didn't just earn him a spot on this list, it earned him a strong number 5. Rodic is known for a ton of impressive stuff, but on top of that list is his explosive serve. Because during the Davis Cup showdown back in 2004, Andy fired off a serve that defied the laws of physics, hitting a blazing speed of 249.4 kilometers per hour. Andy's serve wasn't just a flashy trick, it was the cornerstone of his game. It was the kind of serve that set up points faster than you can say tennis. Thanks to this relentless powerhouse, Rodic triumphed at the US Open and clinched a whopping 5 ATP 1000 Masters titles, leaving his opponents shaking in their tennis shoes. Number 4. Milos Raonic. Sliding into the 4th spot on our list is the Canadian player Milos Raonic, with his thunderous serve that has consistently pushed the boundaries of speed. When Raonic steps up to the baseline ready to serve, you can just tell that it's about to be one hell of a wild ride for the tennis ball. The Canadian unleashes a tennis tempest clocked in at a mind-boggling 249.9 kilometers per hour. Raonic also combines an impressive amount of precision and power to create a formidable weapon that keeps him on the top of his game. When he unleashed this beast of a serve against poor Ryan Harrison at the 2012 SAP Open back in sunny San Jose, California, you could practically see the tennis ball booking its own one-way ticket to the stratosphere. Raonic didn't just fire his way into the record books, he went on to win the entire event. He took the crown in straight sets, reminding everyone that, in the world of tennis, he's the one serving up both precision and power. Number 3. Evo Carlovich and Jerzy Janowicz. Tied up at 3rd place on our list, we've got Evo Carlovich and Jerzy Janowicz. These guys don't just hit the ball, they send it on a journey that leaves spectators and opponents alike in sheer awe. First up, let's talk about Evo Carlovich. The Croatian serve is so powerful that it could probably launch a rocket into space. He's like the heavyweight champion of serves, and his delivery could double as a hurricane warning. Karlovich's serves have been known to break the speedometer, consistently clocking in at a jaw-dropping 251 kilometers per hour. Just like most of the players on this list, his serve came in during the 2011 Davis Cup clash where he faced off against Filip Peschner. He unleashed this beast of a serve that could have shattered windows if it had missed the court. But despite his mind-blowing serve, Karlovich couldn't bag those all-important points in the round-robin stage. I guess even rocket servers can have their ups and downs. Jerzy Janowicz, on the other hand, decided to put on a show at the Pekao Szczecin Challenger, where he faced off against Yannick Mertens in the first round. And unlike Karlovich, he went on to conquer the quarterfinals, proving that his serve is more than just a one-hit wonder. And do you guys know who else has continued to prove that he's far from being a one-hit wonder? This guy. Number 2. John Isner. Back in 2010, two dudes wrestled it out on the court in the first round of Wimbledon for what turned out to be the longest match in tennis history. We're talking about a match that lasted for 665 minutes. One of those dudes was John Isner. And if you think about it, it's not so difficult to understand why Isner gave his opponent, Nicolas Mahut, a tough time for over 11 excruciating hours. Because just a couple of years later, during the 2016 Davis Cup, Isner's serve was recorded during a match, and the result was insane. A monstrous 157.2 miles per hour. That's a mind-blowing 253 kilometers per hour. Now, that's absolutely outrageous, and if we're being honest, no one in the tennis world can beat this. No one except the guy that made it to this list as the fastest server in the entire history of tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Sam Groth. You've probably heard of him. Or not. Anyways, Sam Groth is an Australian player that made our jaws drop back in 2012 when he fired the fastest serve ever recorded in tennis history. We're talking about a 263 km/h serve that could make Vin Diesel's car in the Fast and Furious franchise look like a snail on a go-kart track. That's right, folks. This is just a crazy, mind-boggling number. I mean, imagine trying to return a 263 km/h serve. Well, that's precisely what Sam Groth's opponent had to contend with at the ATP Challenger Busan Open in South Korea. Now, the ATP might not officially recognize this jaw-dropping feat because of some pesky technicality about the event, but come on, we're splitting hairs here, and Sam sure deserves his spot at the top of this list. So there you have it, folks. Being one of the fastest servers in the tennis world definitely comes with some bragging rights. But in the end, is that what keeps a tennis player at the top? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to learn more interesting things about your favorite tennis players.